Okay everyone, so this is going to be a modified version of the zine that we just did, and it's a little bit more like a journal. So with the zines, you can actually unfold them after you've completed them and make copies and pass them out like a regular magazine. So, you have to fold them that way every single time, but once you have your content, that's going to look exactly the same on that piece of paper when you make copies of it, as long as you're folding it properly. So this modified version is probably better for like preteens and teens, but with a little grown-up assistance, I'm sure it would be fine for the younger kids as well. And you're gonna need just a few more supplies. So I personally like to use a piece of cardstock paper and then 3 pieces of printer paper. But if you don't have any cardstock, that's fine. You can just use 4 pieces of printer paper. The other thing you're gonna need is some yarn or some string of some sort, just something that's strong enough to hold it together. I also used this lovely neon duct tape, and that's basically for creating kind of like a spine on your journal. And you don't have to use duct tape. There are lots of ways you can do that as well. You can use a piece of scrap paper or construction paper and regular tape. You can use a piece of fabric and glue it. It really and truly is completely up to you and whatever supplies you have on hand. It's just, to make it look a little more book-like. Okay, let's get started. So first thing you're gonna do is fold your piece of cardstock paper. You're gonna do that just the same way as we did the zine. And then you're gonna make sure that you open it up to the very center. I've already punched my holes, but basically you're just going to line up your hole punch in the very center, and that's really important. And go as far into the paper as your hole punch will let you go, because that'll ensure that your hole punches are the same distance apart every time. Next, you're gonna fold your 3 pieces of copy paper the same way we did the zine. And so then you're gonna open up to this first page. So you just have this one flap that's gonna be your cover. And then you're gonna line up those hole punched holes. You might want to get something like a pencil or a safety pin or something to help you push your string or yarn through. Okay, nice sound effects for you there. So then, as you can see, I put my yarn through so that it's kind of like flat right here, which it doesn't really matter, but I like my knot to be on the outside of my book, because then we're gonna cover it with that duct tape or whatever you're using for your spine. So then I'm gonna tie a knot on the outside here. That one was kind of loose, but it's okay. It's really better if you get it kind of tight so that it's bound together really well, but just for the purpose of me showing you, it's not that big of a deal. Okay, so then you're just gonna continue doing that exact same thing. So now that we have this section, I'm gonna flip to the next section, and I have my folded piece of copy paper that's been hole punched. Gonna line it up. Push another piece of yarn through. Give it a good knot here. And there you go. There's section number 2. So now you have these 2 knots here in the back. Now I'm gonna flip to section 3. I've folded my 3rd piece of copy paper and punched the holes. Gonna line it up. push the string through the top. Uh-oh. This piece of string is an old piece of string. Oh, here's a new piece of string. Oops. Okay, so I'm pushing my yarn through the top and then through the bottom. See, I needed a pencil too. Okay, and I have one last knot to tie. And that's your third section. So now you have a perfectly bound journal, except for I should have made my knots a little tighter. Oops. But now you can kind of cut those remaining parts off because, you know, if you want to leave them dangling, you can. There's nothing wrong with that. But for me, I want to cover all this up. So I like to cut that excess off there. So now I'm going to take my lovely neon duct tape and line it up with the edge of the book. Just like so. And then, of course, I'm kind of like folding it over so that it's starting to cover those knots. So I'm going to do it one more time on the other side to make sure it's covered all the way. I may actually need to do it 3 times. And that's okay too. You can make whatever modifications you want. So at this point, you know, this is totally your project and you can do it however you want for whatever kind of look you want. So I'm just gonna get an extra little piece here. Put it over that last little knot and there you go. I have a bound notebook.